Chapter 6, 6-1, M16 series rifle and the M4 series carbines. Description. The M16 and M14 series weapons are lightweight, gas-operated, air-cooled, magazine-fired, or magazine-fed, shoulder-filled weapons. Depending on specific weapon and systems, they can be fired either automatic or 3-round burst, semi-automatic mode. The purpose of the weapon is provided the personnel offensive, defensive capability to engage the targets in the field. Adapters or rails allow operators the capability to mount various accessories on the M16-4A4 rifle and the M4A and M4A1 carbines. M16A1 rifle, the weapon can be fired in the semi-automatic, automatic fire when rotating selector lever to the desired mode of the safe, semi, and auto. The M16A2 and A3 rifle, the weapon features several improvements over the M16A1 design. Fire either semi-automatic 3-round burst for the use of selector level safe, semi, and burst. M16A3 rifle has same characteristics as the M16A2, within the exceptions of the selector level safe, semi, and auto. This weapon fires fully automatic. M16A4 rifle. This weapon features an additional product improvements designed to fire the semi-automatic 3-round burst through the selector level of safe, semi, and burst. The only changes to the M16A1, A2, and A3 are additional of the M5 rail adapter system of the detachable carrying handle. The M4 carbine weapon is a 5.56 millimeter magazine-fed gas-operated shoulder-fire weapon designed to fire either semi-automatic or 3-round burst for the use of selector, semi, and burst. The M4 carbine features several modifications made in an idle weapon for the close combat operations. The M4A1 carbine, the weapon is fully automatic. The M4 series carbine butt stocks for the 4-position close, half open, 3/4 open, and full open. The M4 carbine becomes the M4 MWS. See Figure 6.1 when the M4 rail adapter system is installed on it. The magazine will be inserted within the bolt assembly, open or close after the select lever is safe, and insert a loaded cartridge magazine. The magazines will chamfered round, face the target, place the weapon shoulder to your shoulder, move the selector's lever to safe, semi, and auto burst, align the front end of the gear in the sight and the targets, and squeeze the trigger, releasing the hammer, which strikes the firing pin, causing it to impact. The primary round, the primary ignites the propellant of the round. The gas burning propellant pushes the projectile along for the barrel. The rifling barrel causes the projectile to rotate, which proves stability during the fighting of the target. When the reaches the approximate end of the barrel, expanding the gas's burning propellant passes through the gas ports, gas tubes into the bolt carrier assemblies, forcing it into the rear. This causes the bolt to extract, eject, and spin cartridge case chamfer over a round. The M16A1 rifle, M16A2, M3, 13 rifle, the M16A4 MWS, the M4A1 carbine, and the M4 MWS. M16 and M4 series weapons figure 1-6. Or 6-1. The major assembly of the M16A2 and M16A3 is described in number below. See figure 6-2. The clearing handle assembly provides initial charging of the weapon. The charging handle locks in the forward position during the sustained fire to prevent injury to the operator of the bolt, and the bolt carrier assembly provides stripping of the shaft ring, locking, firing, extraction, ejecting the cartridges using the drive springs and projectile propelling gas for power. The carrying handle upper receiver barrel assembly provides the support of the bolt carrier. Assemble the bolt chamfers the cartridge for the firing direction of the projectile. Lower receiver and button stock assembly providing firing control for the weapons. Provides storage for the basic cleaning materials. Cartridge magazines holds the cartridge ready for the feeding of. Provides the guides for the position cartridge for stripping, and provides the quickly reload capability for sustaining fire. Small arm slings provide the means of the carrying of the weapon. It's the M16A2, M23 major assembly rifle. Assemblies, like we just said, the sling, the cartridge magazine, the lower receiver, the upper receiver and barrel assembly, the carrying handle, the bolt carrier assembly, and 3, the carrying handle. Major assemblies of M16A4, M4, M4A1. The major assemblies of M16A4 and M4A M4A1 are described in number below. Charging handle assembly provides initial charging for the weapon. Charging handle locks in forward position during the sustained fire to prevent injury to the operator. Bolt carrying assembly provides striping and chamfering lock and firing extraction injection cartridges for the use of the driving springs projectile propelling the gas for power. The detachable carrying handle may be removed for the detachment. Very accessories. Integral accessory for the mounting rail. Upper receiver barrel assembly provides support of the bolt carrier, the bolt chambers of the cartridge for the firing directed to the projectile. Lower receiver button. Stock assembly provides firing for the control of the weapon. Provides storage of the M16A4 basic cleaning material. Adjusting the butt stock of the M4A1 cartridge magazines hold the cartridge ready for the feeding of the provides the guide for the position cartridges for the stripping provides quickly reloaded capabilities for sustained fire. Small arm sling number 7 provides the mean carrying for the weapon, as you see once and go from 1 to 7 in the major assembly parts for M16A4 and M4A1. Major assemblies right and left views of the major assemblies of the M16 and M4 series weapons are described in number below and see figure 6.4. Note the following right view assembly. Elevation knob always operate to the adjuster sights of the right range change. Always operate to adjust the correct effects of the wind. Rear assembly contains the short range 0 to 200 meters to the long range 300 meters aperture adjustment controls. Brass deflectors prevent ejected cartridge cases from the striking operator. Front sight assembly contains the adjustment for the sight of the post bayonet lug. All allows operator to attach the bayonet of the weapon. Eject the porter cover close to the ejection port of the preventing sand and the other debris from entering chamber should be remain in the closed where not firing with the weapon. Cartridge magazine 8 contains the 30 rounds of 5.56 millimeter ammunition. Magazine catch holds the magazine and magazine well and allows the operator to release the magazine, remove it from the weapon. The trigger, when attached for the operator, and initiates the fire sequence. The forward assist assembly ensures the bolt is fully closed and locked. Charging handle allows the operator to chamfer around and cock the weapon. Following the left view of the assembly, note that the compensator prevents the muzzle of the weapon from rising during the fire. The carrying handle allows the operator to carry the weapon. Front side of the post allows the operator to adjust the strike of the bullet up and down. The bolt catches hold the bolts to the rear when the last round is fired. Bolt stock assembly housing the acting spring buffering the assembly extension assembly. The sling swivel allows the operator to attach the sling to the weapon. Selector level allows the operator to select the mode of fire in place of the weapon on safe. Slip ring holds the hand of the guards in place of the weapon. On the right here is a major assembly M16, M4, and weapons in right and left view. Description: general accessories. Following the description of various general accessories that can be attached to the M16 M4 series weapons. Here you go. M4 series general accessories. The rail adapter, 11 ribs, 9 ribs, and 5 ribs. Tightening screws, locking clamp, accessory mounting holes in the inside rail grabber. Mouse training extender, thumb screw. Vertical pistol grips, tips and pistol grip blocks. Backup iron sight, Picatinny rail grabber, accessories mounting holes, M4 rail adapter system. M4 rail adapter system RAS consists of a set of lightweight sections that replace the standard hands and guards of the M4 carbine. The M5 RAS is standard issue on the M16A4. The RAS provides a securely mounting point of the various accessories that may be mounted on top left. The users may remove the lower assembly to perform the preventive maintenance checks, and service accessories may be mounted on the right side of the RAS, but are not currently supported on the 10 to 25 millimeter zero procedure. Only accessory do not require the retention, such as flashlight or vertical pistol grip, mounted on the bottom of the rail. The RAS rail covers and heat shields that protect the shooter's hands. The direct contact of the metal parts of the RAS that protect the RAS surface of excessive wear damage and can be quickly attached and detached from the RAS. The M5 RAS rail covers heats and shields available for the 11, 9, and 6, 5, and 4 rib selection. The unused rail selection, full partial, should stay covered in the rail cover heat heat shield section. Each RAS contains holes in the notches that are threaded 1/4 inch deep and 20 threads per inch. The thread through the standard thread size of the camera tripod adapter, which is used to attach to the standard camera and video accessories. Vertical pistol grip. Each RAS comes with a vertical pistol grip. Inside of the Picatinny rail grabbers, the inside of the rail grabber and the Picatinny rail grabber were designed to mount accessories on the M16A4 M4 series weapons. Inside rail grabber is used to install the ANPQ-2A and PAQ-4BC. Each rail grabber has proven its ability to retain zero and install tighten properly. Rail grabbers accessory upper receiver on all four sides of the RAS. Once zeroed in, the rail grabbers can be removed from the weapon and will retain the zero as long as not separated from the accessory remounted exact same notch with they are zeroed in. If an accessory rail grabber is reinstalled in a different notch of the rail grabber is separated from the accessory, they must be re-zeroed, and once the time of the retightening of the rail grabber accessory is recommended for the first 3 rounds or fired full seat both. The Miles training extender for the inside of the rail grabber. This extender needs to elevate the accessory above the Miles laser. During the course of the training, extended the install of the accessories installed in the extender training tighten. The trainer extended only the use of the inside rail grabber is top mounted. The backup inner iron sight. The backup iron sight is a semi-permanent flip up of the iron sight equipped with the rail grabbing base intended for the remains of the MWS within the M68 close combat optic reflex sight used as the primary remains of the day of the fire control. The M68 fails the pre-zeroed backup iron sight can be flipped up and used in the continue mission. The backup iron sight is a basic capability effective at least of 600 meters and can be installed in the M16A4 and 4 series weapons. It is also provided sighting capability, and all other accessories have been removed, can be used, establishing approximately 0 other sighting components without requiring live fire. Figure 565 shows the weapons using the basic iron sight cannot be mounted. Descriptions: optical accessories. The following description of the various optical accessories that can be attached to the M16 M4 series weapons. See Figure 6.6. Figure 6.6. You have your night vision device, your close combat optical, your ANPQ infrared aiming light, the thermal weapon sight, the thermal weapon sight, heavy, medium, and telescope basic sensors, target pointer, illuminator aiming light, and ANPVS night vision sight. The M68 close combat optics. Close combat optics is a reflexive sighting using the red dot aiming point of the design of the 2 eyes method of opening. A method of sight. The M68 can be shortened with 1 open eye, and as well as dotted to follow horizon vertical movement of the gun's ironers will remain at the fixed on the target. The M68 mounted on the M16 and M4 series will be table 6.1 shows the weapon system used in the close combat optic can be mounted. The ANPVS 14 monocolor night vision device. This lightweight night vision device can be used in observation command and control missions. It can be held in the head mounted, helmet mounted, or attached to the rifle. The 3x magnifier can be used in long range observation, can be used in overcast starlight condition. The eye should be exchanged to the eye or the regard of the reduced light signature for the display when not in viewing. Table 6.1 shows the weapon systems upon the monocular night vision device can be mounted. ANPAQ-4BC infrared aiming light. The infrared aiming light projects the infrared laser beam that can be seen with the eye and then can be seen with the night vision devices. Aiming light works with the ANPVS 7 series goggles and the ANPVS 14. The MPAQ-4BC mounts on the various M16 M4 series weapons with the mounting bracket or rail grabbers of the remote activation shell, which switch can be installed, as well as the C designator for the models, which are light stays and constantly, whereas the B model is the light that pulses. The table 6.1 shows the weapon systems under the aiming light can be mounted. The ANP Q2A targeting pointer illuminator aiming light. The target of the pointer illuminating aiming light emits a highly collimated beam of infrared light, precision aiming of the weapon, as well as a separated infrared illumination beam of the adjustable faces of illumination showed in the areas. The NAPQ2A can be used during the force-on-force training of low-power modules. High-power modes can be only used in the live-fire ranges exceeding 220 meters. And ANPQ2A is used in conjunction with night vision devices and can be used to back handheld illuminator pointer that can be weapon and mounted on the included bracket accessory mounts. The ANPQ2A can be used to accurately direct fire, as well as illuminating design areas and targets. The table 6.1 shows the weapon systems upon the TPIAL can be mounted. The target pointing illuminator aiming light can be mounted. The ANPAS 13 V2 medium and V3 heavy thermal weapon sights. These medium heavy thermal weapon sight systems are silent, lightweight, compact, durable, battery powered infrared imaging sensors that operate the low battery consumption. The thermal weapon sighting are capable of targeting acquisition conditions and limited visibility, such as dark, smoke, fog, dust, haze. The target weapon sights effective at night. During the daytime, the target weapon system is composed of a telescope, basic sensors tables. This one shows the weapon systems using in the thermal weapon sightings can be mounted. The ANP-VS4 night vision sight. The night vision sight is portable, battery-operated electro-optical instrument used for observation. Airborne weapons of the night amplifies the reflected light, such as the moonlight, starlight, skylight glow, and the view seen below is clearly visible to the operator. The ANPVS-4 does not emit the visible infrared except for the eyepiece that can be detected by the enemy. The ANPVS-4 primarily designed for the use of M14 and M16 rifle. The M249 squad automatic weapon of the M72A1 rocket launcher, the M203 grenade launcher. Table 6.1 shows the weapon systems upon which the night vision sight can be mounted. Accessory weapon systems are in matrix. Shows the mounting and which ones these of the weapon systems can be mounted to your M16, MA16, M203, your M4A1, your M41, M203, M24, M249, M240. Your M2 and your MK19 technical data. The table 6.2 contains general characteristics of weapon systems. 6.3 characteristics of various optical systems. Characteristics is in table 6.3 characteristics of various accessories of M16, M14 weapons that gauge the mounting device, windage, elevation, weight, length, and height, and the range of the accessories. Ammunition. Use of only approved ammunition. See Figure 6.7 of higher series corroded ammunition. Dented cartridges with loose bullets. Cartridges exposed to extreme heat until they have cooled. Cartridges the bullet pushed in short rounds. 2. Turn all found ammunition at the range of the NCL. Uses only authorized ammunition. Keep ammunition dry and clean. A green tip, a red tip, a violet tip, the dummy, a ball M1930, a ball M850 green tip, dummy 199, tracer M196, M856, blank 200. The M203 grenade launcher. The grenade launcher is lightweight, single breech load of the pumping action sliding barrel should be fired with the weapon attached by the M16 rifles of the M4 carbine series. The M203A1 see Figure 6.8 M4 carbine series of the rail system. See Figure 6.9. Major assembly. The Figure 610 shows the M203 major assembly following the paragraphs described in this paragraph. The handguard assembly hoses the rifle barrel. First, you have starting from the 12 o'clock, from 11 o'clock from the left quadrant in the clockwise surgical. You have your leaf sight, your barrel latch, your handguard, the quadrant sight, the receiver, the serial number, the barrel gripper, and the barrel in the barrel itself. The quadrant sight assembles. Quadrant sight assembly. The quadrant sight assembly, which attaches the left side of the rifle carrying handle, enables the grenader to adjust the evaluation windage of the assemble. Consists of the sight of the mounting screw, single latch, rear sight, aperture, sight of the aperture arm, front sight of the post, and sight of the post arm. The receiver assembly serial number. The receiver assembly is the firing mechanism or ejection system as supports the barrel assembly. On the left side of the receiver assembly is the launchers, the serial number. The barrel assembly. The barrel assembly holds the cartridge ready for the firing. Detached directs at the projectile. The barrel latch. On the left side of the barrel, the latch that compels locks the barrel and receiver together to open the barrel. Compress the barrel or latchet slide of the barrel forward. The left side of the assembly. Left side of the assembly is attached to the top of the handguard. Left side assembly consists of the sight is based on the mounting evaluation adjustment screw winding adjustment screw. The evaluation winding scales are mounted on the mount and a folding adjustable open ladder designed for the sight permits the rapid fire without sight of the manipulation. Front side of the post M16 series rifle series. The front aiming post of the M203 leaf sight. Trigger guard. The trigger guard protects the trigger. Depressing the rear portion of the trigger guard rotates down away from the magazine wells off the rifle, which allow the weapon to be fired. The fire is wearing gloves or mittens. The safety is inside of the trigger guard and just in the front of the trigger, front of the launcher to the fire of the safety must be forward for which the safety is rewarded with the launcher and is safe. The safety is manually adjusted. Technical data. The 64 contains the M203, M203A1 grenade launcher and technical data. Your M203 and M230A grenade launcher technical data. The rifle grenade launcher is overall 99.0 centimeters, 39 inches in length. Barrel only is 30.5 centimeters or 12 inches in length. Rifle length 25.4 centimeters, 10 inches. The weight of the launcher unloaded is 1.4 kilograms or 3 pounds. The launcher loaded is 1.6, 3.5 pounds. The rifle and grenade launcher both fully loaded, 5 kilograms, 11 pounds loaded. Number of lands 6, 8 right hand twist. Ammunition caliber is 44 millimeter weapon of about 227 grams of 8 ounces. Operation characteristics: accent shingle shot, sights the front light, left leaf shot sights, assembly rear quadrant sights, chamber pressure the T0 206.325 kilopascals or 35,000 psi. The muzzle velocity is 76 miles per hour. MPSs are 250 FPSs. Maximum range about 400 millimeters or 3.12 feet. Effective range fire team sized area target 350 in meters or 1,148 feet. Maximum effective range. The vehicle and the weapon pointing the target at 150 meters, 4.9 to 492 feet. Minimum safe firing range. Training combat 130 meters of 426 feet. Combat 31 meters of 102 feet. And the minimum arming range of about 114 to 38 meters, 46 to 125 feet. The rate of fire of 5 to 7 rounds per minute. The minimum combat load 36 HE rounds. Ammunition: the M023 grenade launcher usually serval fixed type, the low fixed velocity of 44 millimeter rounds. The 203 fires a high explosive illuminating signal. The CS training multi-purpose ammunition. The following paragraphs discuss only the most commonly used ammunition. Here you see cartridges for your M203 grenade launcher. A gold and a green are highly explosive dual pressure. The M433, gold and a green, green, same thing, but a high explosive M406. A white with a green and a raised letter denotes and clustered round raised dots on the top. Star parachute white M583A and green M66-1, red M96-2. The star cluster is white, and these are white and green. The light green and the green ground marker green smoke, M17 green smoker, and yellow smoke. Light blue and green practice, gray, red band, green tactical CS, buckshot as a olive drab with a black and with black markings. The high explosive dual purpose of the rounds, the HEDP round, it has an olive drab or aluminum skirting with a steel cup attached, while the markings are in gold and ogive. The head of the round, they penetrate at least 5 centimeters or 2 inches of the fired straight, at least steel armor 150 meters or less. Arms between 14 and 27 meters cause the casualty within 130 meters radius is killed in the radius of 5 meters when fired at the point of the target. The high explosive rounds, has only an olive drab aluminum skirt which seal the projectile attached to the gold markings and the yellow ogive. The arms about 14 to 27 meters produce the ground burst that cause the casualties 130 meter radius and kill the radius of 5 meters. Star parachute round. The round is a white impact with our barrel alloy aluminum with the black markings used in illuminating the signals. Lighter is accurate, comparable handheld single items. The parachutable attached to the round deploys upon the ejection to lower the candle at 7 feet per second. The candle burns about 40 seconds. The raised letter to the top of the round denotes the color of the parachute. The white star clusters around the round of the white impacts the bar aluminum with the black markings. The attached black gives the 5 rays of the dot. Night identification round is used in the illumination signal lighter than more accurate than capable of handheld signal rounds. The individual star burns about 7 seconds during the free fall. Ground maker, the round has the light green impact aluminum markings is used identification for the marking location soldiers on the ground. It is about 15 to 45 meters in fuselage. Fails the function of the proper output mixture provided in the front end of the delay and cause of the back. So the impact feature, the color of ogive indicates the color of smoke. The practice round of use of the practice of the round of the blue zinc and aluminum white markings is produced the yellow or orange signature or impact arms between 14 to 27 meters and has a danger radius of 20 meters. The CS round of the ground is gray aluminum with the green casting of the marking black markings, though the multiple purpose of the round is most effective. The riot control in the MOUT is arms between 10 to 30 meters, producing white clouds of the CS gas impact. The buckshot round, the round is olive and drab the black markings through the multi-purpose and is most effectual in the thick, vegetated areas of the room, cleaning inside the 2,000 pellets that cast in the cone of the firing 30 meters wide and 30 meters high into 269 meters per second. Be sure to aim the buckshot round at the foot of the target. The round has no mechanical type of fuse. 6.3 M249 machine gun. The description of the M249 AR gas-operated air-cooled belt magazine-filled automatic weapon fires the open position at maximum rate of the fire of the 850 rounds per minute. Primary ammunition to feed the weapon. The 200-round ammunition box containing the disintegration metal split link of the emergency means of the feeding of the M249. The AR can use the 20 or 30-round M16 rifle magazine, but will increase the chance of stoppage. But although the M249 AR is primarily used in the automatic rifle is used like a machine gun, it can be fired from the shoulders to the hip at the unarmed position from the higher beam steady position. When deployed to the machine gun, it has a tripod with the T&E machine and the spare barrel. However, the barrels must not be interchanged with those forming the 249 unless a head space has been set by the weapon and been direct support personnel. Major assemblies. The major assembly of the M249 AR numbered they're shown in Figure 613. Assembly details the barrel. Assembly houses the housing cartridge. The firing directs the projectile supporting the gas regulator. The head sheet assembly provides the protection of the automatic rifle in the hand of the hot barrel. The right assembly assigns the adjusted windage and evaluation covering feed mechanisms. Assemblies feeds the length and the belt. Ammunition pulls the position holds the cartridge in position and stripping the feeding of the chamfering. The feed tray assembly the position held to the ammunition firing. The cocking of the cocking handle assembly pulls the moving parts reawarded, moves the guide of the rail fixed on the right side of the receiver. This is the M249 AR major assembly. The butt and stock buffer assembly contains the folding of the butting plate, serves as the shoulder separate, or the aiming or firing of the M249 contains the buffers to absorb and recoil. That's number 7. The bolt assembly provides a feed, stripping, chamfering, firing, extraction used in the projecting gas for the power slide assembly, housing the firing pin and roller assembly. The return of the rod transferring mechanical assembly absorbs the recoil of the bolt operating the rod assembly through the end of the rod of the recoil movement. The receiver assembly serves as a support for all major components housing active weapons, though as the camways controls the function of weapon trigger mechanism, control the firing of the weapon, provides a strong storage area, the lubricant and grip of the portion of the hand assembly provides a thermal insulation to protect the automatic rifle hand to the heat of the extreme cold. The houses of the cleaning equipment, sling and snap hook assembly provides a means of carrying the weapon. The bipod that supports the M249 AR in prone position. Telescopic legs can be individual adjustment in 3 different lengths. The gas cylinder assembly locks with the bipod in the place, provides the passageway for the operating gas position. Assembly holds the bolt and slides the assembly house of the return spring. The return spring returns the bolt and slide in the position. Assembly's lock position during the counter recoil cycle. The technical data table 6.5 contains the M249 automatic rifle technical data. The tracer burnout is 900 meters plus. The length of the M249 is 487 inches. 40 and 80.87 inches. Weight of the M249 with modification kit is 16.41 pounds. With modification kit, 15.3. Without modification kit, 15.30 pounds. The ammunition is 5.56 millimeter ball tracer mix ammunition packaged in 200 round boxes, each weighing 6.92 pounds. 20-pound round magazines, each weighing 7.7 pounds, 30 round magazines, each weighing 1.07 pounds. Other types of ammunition include tracer, blanker, and dummy. The M24 technical data continue. The maximum range is 3,600 meters. The point targets is 600 meters. Our area targets 800 meters. Suppression 1,000 meters. The rates of fire sustain at 85 rounds per minute within no barrel changes rapid to 200 rounds per minute with the barrel changed after 2 minutes. Cyclic 850 rounds per minute with the barrel changes after 1 minute. The basic loading ammunition 600 rounds carried with an automatic rifle in the 3-round 200 round boxes. The maximum extent of the grazing fire of optimum over the uniform sloping terrain 600 meters. Ammunition M249 AR serves several different types of the 5.56 millimeter standard ammunition. The soldier should have an authorized ammunition manufactured in the U.S. or NATO specification 614 shows specific types of M249 AR ammunition that are characteristic. A green tip ball M885 with a 4.1 combat mix of the orange tip of the tracer M856, the dummy M199, and the blank M200 of the violet tip. The cartridge of the 556 millimeter ball 855, the M855. The cartridge has a gliding metal jacket lead alloy core bullet with a steel penetrator. The primary case of the waterproof of the ammunition is linked by a disintegrating metallic split link belt for the firing of the ammunition. In the emergency, the M855 round can be given and loaded for the fire of the M16 20 to 30 round magazine identified by a green tip of the projectile with a weight of 62 grains and 2.3 centimeters long. This is NATO standard round, effectively against the personnel light of the materials not in vehicles. The cartridge of the 5.56 millimeter trace, the M856A064. The cartridge has the 6317 grain multiple grain bullet with a steel penetrator identified with the orange strip tracer and adjustment for the after observation incendiary effects. And the signal the tracer rounds are fired with the mix with the ball ammunition ratio of the 4 ball rounds for the 1 tracer of the round. DOD AC for the ball tracer and mix of the A064. The cartridge of the 5.56 millimeter dummy for the M199 A060. The cartridge can be identified with the 6 screws along with the side of the case of the being and about 1/2 of an inch from its head, and contains no propeller. The primary well is identified to prevent the damage from the firing of the pin. The dummy points is used during the mechanical training, dry fire exercises, and functional checks. The 5.56 millimeter NATO cartridge may be identified in appearance of the painting of the projectile types. If the stamping of the manufacturer, initial years of the manufacturer of the base cartridge case, marking the package's container when they remove the original package in container of the cartridge may identify the physical cartridges of the M193 M196 cartridge. For the M16 can be fired with the M249, but accuracy is degraded. Therefore, it should be in emergency situations the M85-5, the M85-6 ammunition is not available. The cartridge of the 5.56 millimeter blank M200, the blank cartridge has no projectile. The case mouth is closed with a 7-petal with a Rossetti crim and has a violet tip. Cartridge M556 military 199 A006. The cartridge 556 military millimeter blank 5.56 millimeter blank M200, the M2 link of the A075. The blank cartridge has no projectile. The case of the mouth is closed and 7-petal Rosetta crimp at the tip. The original M200 blank cartridge had a white tip. The fields that use the cartridge result in the residue buildup, which used in the cosmetic malfunction. Use of the violet tip. The M200 cartridge should be used. The blank round is used during the training and simulated live fires and stuff. M15A2 blank firing attaching, but is be used to the firing this ammunition. The M136 AT4 anti-tank weapon. The technical weapon of the M136 AT4 is a short-range, man-portable, short-fired weapon consisting of fiberglass reinforced launch tube fitted with the firing mechanism, pop-up sights, protective covers, carrying slings, 3 safety devices, shoulder stops at the bumpers. The weapon is recoilless for a rifle design. The cartridge of the M84 mm is packaged and sealed in disposable launcher is issued the round of the ammunition. The projectile free flight and the fire and stabilizes in the shell, while the shape charges in the high explosive anti-tank of the heat warhead. The description of the AT4 is fully self-contained with a lightweight, main-portable right shoulder fired anti-armor weapon. The weapon consists of the free flight fin stabilized projectile, which is this package sealed, and an expandable launcher. It also serves as a transportable, watertight storage container. The AT4 is issued with a round of ammunition in the barrel, which is provided with the venture to the right of the house cartridge can is ace assembly fin stabilized heat shell incorporating shape charged with the warhead firing, and the mechanically rewarded moving the firing rod from the striking of the pin ignites the percussion cap. The major assembly shows the launching of the major 1136 AT4 anti-tank assembly. The M136 AT4 anti-tank weapon major assembly. You have your carrying sling, your shoulder stop, the red trigger button, the color-coded brand, your projectile, your transport, safety pin, your fire mechanism, and the cocking lever, rear sight, red safety release catch, the sight covers, front sight, and firing through the muzzle cover. Carry sling facilitates easy carrying of the weapon. Shoulder stops, the folding the metal and the plastic bracket should stop in the design of the rest of the gunner's shoulders to support the anti-tank AT4 whilst aiming the firing. While not using and snapped and under the side of the launch of the fire control mechanisms consists of a firing rod, which the firing rod spraying three safety devices, transport, safety pot, and cocking lever, and red safety release catch, the red trigger and the red trigger button. The weapon cannot be fired unless 3 safeties have been disengaged. The transport safety pin block movements of the firing rod will prevent the striking of the percussion cam to get engaged. Pull out cocking lever attached with the firing rod. When the lever is in the safe position, there is no engagement between the firing rod of the trigger and the cock. The push lever forward down, and the weapon is Cocking the firing rod engaged with the trigger with the hooks on the front of the part of the firing rod and the trigger. Red safety release catch located in the forward end of the firing mechanism. The red safety releases catch consists of the steel rod that prevents the firing rod from the striking of the firing pin. To disengage, press of the handles of the fingertips of the right hand. The red trigger button located on the right side of the tube and fire assembly. The pressure straight forward to the right thumb in steady position of the movement. The front sight uses the conjunction of the rear sight assembly with the target. The front sight consists of the sight blade center of the post and the two lead posts to prevent the semicircular white line to aid in obtaining the proper sight picture. The rear sight, the 2 mil peephole rear sight is drilled in a leaf that covers the 7 millimeter peephole. To uncover the 7 millimeter peephole, lift the cover of the leaf, push it into either side. The AT4 can be fitted with an AMPAQ4C and an AMPQ2, the AMPAS13 or the AMPSA13, which is used in night vision sighting mounting bracket. Tactical launcher, one shot, throw away the tube. Throw away a tube that houses the heat projectile. The launcher consists of the barrel with the venture of the fire through the muzzle cover. The firing mechanism should shoulder stop carrying sling projectile. Mechanical sights protected by the sliding covers. Note, after firing the cartridge case, the remains of the launcher tube. Technical data. The table 6.6 contains the M1316 AT4 technical data. Its length is 40 inches. Weight is 14.8 pounds. The rear sight rear range indicator graduates in 50 millimeter increments. The caliber is 84 millimeter. Muzzle velocity 290 miles per second. 950 feet per second. Length of 460 millimeters or 18 inches. The rocket and the weight is 1.8 kilograms or 4 pounds. The weight of the rocket. The minimum range of training is 30 meters or 100 feet. The combat is 10 meters or 33 feet. The arming of the 10 meter arming is 10 meters or 33 feet. The maximum range is 2,100 meters or 6,890 feet. The maximum effective range is 300 meters or 985 feet. The operating temperature range is negative 40 below Celsius, 60 degrees Celsius, or negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The front side of the type, a three-prong post. The rear side of the type, adjustable with 2 and 7 millimeter peephole. The heat warhead, colored by black band, identified heat warhead. Ammunition. The ammunition M1316 AT4 warhead has an excellent penetration ability. The length of after armor effects. Extremely destructive 440 gram shape charge. Explosive penetrates more than 14 inches. The 13.56 of armor. Warhead effects as shown in figure 6.6. During the impact phase, the nose of the cone crushes the impact sensor activities of the fuse. During the ignition phase, the piezoelectrical fuse element activates the electrical detonator. The booster detonates, initiating the main charge. During the penetration phase, the main charge fires and the force of the warhead body liner directional gas jet and penetrates the armor plate. And during the after the army attack affects the spalling phase, the projectile fragments incendiary infected produce blinding light and destroy the interior of the target. The impact, the ignition, and the penetration and the spalling. The effects of the M136 AT4 warhead. 6.5 hand grenades. The hand grenades is handheld and hand-armed, hand thrown in use of four colored smoke, white smoke, riot control, special purposes, efficient, practical hand grenades. Each grenade has different capability that provides the soldier with a variety of open options to successful complete to any of the given missions. The hand grenades are given to the soldier ability to kill enemies and the soldier to destroy enemy equipment. Historically, the most important hand of the grenade has a fragment grenade, and which is the soldier's personal indirect weapon. In the offense, the grenades are much less than lethal. The fragment grenades are empty enemy in the opinion when grenades are on the enemy in the open, but they are very effective in an enemy with a confined space. The smoke special grenades can be used in signal ground air signal devices or landing zone marking devices. The screen also devices for units movements. control crowds, riots, and start fires and destroy equipment. These hand grenades are thrown in hand, therefore the range is short and the casualty radius is small. The 4 to 5 second delay of the fuse allows the soldiers to safely deploy the grenade. The components. The hand grenade is made with the following components. The figure describes the following function of the fuses. You have a hand grenade components of the function. We'll start at number 1. When the safety pin is withdrawn, the safety lever is free to release the grenade body. These are the safety clip and the pin. The safety lever is released. The striker rotates on its axis of the striking striking the primer. The primer is struck. The flash of the heat ignites the delay element. The delay element burns down to the detonator or the ignition. The detonator ignites and sets the burst of the main charge filler. The hand grenade components of the fuse function of the body. The body contains fillers and certain grenades fragmentation. The filler is composed of the chemical explosive substance determining the type of the hand grenade for the employment of the factors. The fuse assembly. The fuse can cause the grenade to ignite and explode by the detonated the filler, the safety pin, the split end of the safety pin of the angular spread of the diamond crimp on the safety clip. The spring steel wire consists of a loop which fits around the fuse of the body of the clamp, which fits the over safety of the lever designed to keep the lever in the place where the safety pin is unintentionally removed from the grenade. The fuses are two types of fuses used in the current U.S. hand grenade detonating ignition, and both function in the same manner. The difference of how they activate in the filler of the substance. The detonation fuse. The detonating fuse explodes the grenade body to initiate the main explosion of the filler substances detonating the fuse, and include the M213 and M228. Figurative 6.2. Ignition fuses. Ignition fuses are designed for the use of chemical grenades. The burn of the high temperatures igniting the chemical filler. The M201A1 designed for the use of the AN-M83HC white smoke grenade. The AN-M14-2TH3 incinerator grenade, the M18 color smoke grenade. The fuse is interchangeable with the standard of the firing device. Timely delay and element power training requiring 1.2 seconds to burn the igniter. The igniter initiates the filler of the pyrotechnical start of the violent burning action, expels the filler of the grenade body. These are the M213, M28, and M201A1 fuses, with the safety clips and the striker sprint, the primer, delay element, and the ignition pit holding the striker and the striker spring. Hand grenade types, cross-sectional views, and description of the commonly used hand grenades. See Figure 619, 627 in Table 6.7 and 6.14. This is Figure 619, the M16 fragment hand grenade. You see the M213. It's actually 3.53 millimeters, 3.5.3 inches, and max. It's grenade hand and a frag delay of the M16 comps of its body and its combination of B charge. The body is steel sphere, filler 6.5 ounces, composition B. The fuse is M213. The weight is 14 ounces. Safety capability. The average soldier can throw the grenade 35 meters, an effective radius of 5 meters, effective casualty producing radius of 15 meters, of fragment dispersal as far as 230 meters. Colorings are marked olive drab body with a single yellow band at the top marking is in yellow. M18 colored smoke hand grenade. This is a yellow M18 smoke hand grenade, 5.75 inches filler and starter mixture and fuse at the M201A, the bottom. M18 color smoke hand grenade. The steel cylinders have the 4 emission holes at the top of the one at the bottom. The holes allow it to escape. The grenade is ignited. The filler is 11.5 ounces of colored smoke, a mixture of the red, yellow, green, or yet violet. The M201A is the fuse, and the weight of the 19 ounces. The safety clip is none. Capabilities: the average soldier can throw the hand grenade 35 meters, produce color smoke for 50 to 90 seconds. The color and markings: the olive drab body at the top of the indicating smoke color, and the fueling incompetent combat. You may need an M18 hand of the grenade without the fuse. They use in the following procedures: in the combat, remove the tape of the grenade on them to expose the filler, remove the fuse and screwing it from the grenade, igniting the starter mixture to open the flame, throw the grenade immediately to avoid burn injury. The AN M883 HC white smoke hand grenade. And NA M8E3 HC white smoke hand grenade is the body of thin metal sheet metal cylinder of 2.5 diameters or 5.79 inches long. The filler is 11 ounces of tetrapallethic acid M201A1. Weight is 16 ounces. Safety clip is non-capabilities. Procedure white smoke for 25 to seconds. Colors and markings, four screens with the body of light green markings are blue band or the white top. The fuse adapter starter mixture filler 5.7 inches and ABC M7A2, ABC M7A3 riot control hand grenades. In table 610, you see the ABCs of the MCA2 and the ABCs of the MCA3 riot control hand grenades. The body is a sheet metal 4 emission holes with the top of the one at the bottom. The ABC 7A2 has 5.5 burning mix or 3.5 ounces of CS in the gelatin capsules. The ABC M7A3 7.5 burning mix or 4.5 pelletized CS agent. The M201A1 or 15.5 ounces. None of the average soldier can throw in 40 meters. Both the grenades produce the cold out irritant agent of 15 to 35 seconds. The gray bodies of the red bands and markings. Starting with the fuse, the M201A1 adapter and starter fixture and mixers of the A9M14TH3 incendiary hand grenade. The AN M14TH3 incendiary hand grenade is the body of sheet metal 2.6.5 ounces thermated TH3 mixture of the M201A1 32 ounces. None destroys equipment and starts fires, damages, and mobilizes and destroys vehicles, weapons systems, shelters, munitions. Average soldiers can throw 25 meters. A portion of the mix of the turns the molten iron of 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which fuses together with the metallic parts, and the object in contact burns with it throughout. The 1/2 inch homogeneous steel plate burns underwater. Color markings: the gray with the purple and a single purple band of the current grenades under the standard coating. Incendiary grenades as a light red and the blue markings. Here is the MK3A2 offensive conclusion. The hand grenade, the TNT filler with the filler of the body, fiberglass sleeve, and the max of the 5.43 millimeters fuse. The M206A safety pin and pull ring and safety clip with the grenade hand and offensive MK3A2 TNT. Its body is fiber. It has 8 ounces of the TNT. The fuses the M206A and the M206A2. 15.6 ounces safety clip. They issued without the safety clip that produces casualty during the combat. Minimums fraternize for the blasting demolition tasks. Enemy personnel locked in bunkers, building fortified areas. The average soldier can throw about 40 meters. Effective casualty radius 2 meters in open area. Secondary effects of 200 meters from the middle detonation point. The colors and the marking, the black and the yellow markings are in the middle. This shows them an M69 practice hand grenade with the safety clip in the body and the fuse at M2228. The practice hand grenade is steel sphere M228, 14 ounces, simulates the M16 fragment grenades for the realistic training. Average soldier can throw 40 meters after the delay of 45 seconds. The M16 emits a small puff of the white smoke, makes a loud popping noise. The grenade body can be used repeatedly, replacing the fuse assembly grenade. Light blue with the white markings, fusing light blue with blue markings in the brown tip. This is a flashbang stun grenade. Its pull ring and secondary safety pin in the M84. The M84 flashbang stun grenade, steel hexagon tubes, the tool holes of the emission of the intense light and sound. The M201A1 8.33 ounces secondary safety pin in the W triangular pull ring divisionary for the body. Clearing of the clearing ops with non-combatants are likely to expect an assaulting element attempting to achieve the surprise thrown into the room. Open door window opening delivers a loud bang, bright flash, temporary disorientation, early warning device to combat only. Grenade attached to secure objects with a tripwire extending for the path attached with the modified of the grenade pulling ring. The M18A1 Claymore mine. This is meant to be a brief introduction. The M18A1 anti-personnel Claymore. Never attempt to handle, maintain endurance, never attempt to handle, maintain in-place connection, test, fire, disalarm a Claymore mine using a narrative below. using the narrative below. There are many safety procedure instructions not covered here. The number of the ways the Claymore mine must be employed by the limited imagination of the Claymore is primarily used as an offensive weapon, but has the application of offensive role to emphasize. But when the Claymore is referred to, the weapon is implies the employed of the controlled round role. The uncontrolled role of the Claymore is considered to be a mine or a booby trap. The M18A1 anti-personnel mine is standardization 1960, replacing the M18 anti-personnel mine. Both mines are similar with an appearance function. The M18A1 is directly fixed in the fragmentation mine of C figure 627. When employed, controlled, and treated as one-shot weapon, the primary design against the mass infantry attacks. However, the fragments effectively against the light vehicles. The M18A1 mine is equipped with a fixture and plastic slit type of adjustment legs onto the detonator of the mine and all its accessories carried by the M17 bandolier. The instruction sheets of the M18A1 is sewn in the bandolier. The Claymore mine weighs about 3.5 pounds and is last filing dimension of 8.5 inches long, 13 inches wide, 3/4 of an inch high, legs folded, and 6.3 inches and high, and legs unfolded. The ship it's a basically shipping plug primary adapter, bolted itself, slit type, peep sight, detonation well, plastic matrix arrow, composition of C4 and arrow, the Caesar's type, the M18A1 anti-personnel Claymore components. This is the M18A1 anti-personnel mine accessory banked on the M17 bandolier, the carrying strap, the flap, the instruction sheet, the M4 electrical blasting cap, the MT mandolier installation type, the M57 firing device, M14 testing device, identification tag, and the M18-1A anti-personnel mine. The casualty effects when the detonated the M18A1 mine will deliver a spherical steel fragments over 60 degrees in fan shaped pattern with a 2 meters high and 50 meters wide in the range of 50 meters. These fragments are moderately effective for the range of 100 meters and can be traveled up to 250 meters forward at a mine optimum effect. The range in which the desired balance is achieved, the lethality and average of the coverage is 50 meters. Danger area consists of a 180-degree fan radius of 250 meters centered in the direction of the aim. When the aim and an area of 60 meters rear side and the sides of the mine back blast can cause an injury and concussion, ruptured eardrums, create secondary missile hazard. Friendly troops prohibited rear side of the mine and the radius 16 meters. The minimum safe of the operating distance between the mine is 16 meters. The distance, regardless of how the mine is employed, the operator should be a foxhole mine behind the cover, lying prone in the depression. Operating all friendly troops within 100 meters of the mine must be taken cover to prevent being injured and flying secondary objects of sticks and stones and pebbles. You see is in the danger radius effect of the M18A1 secondary missile areas of 100 meters and the inside 16 meters and 60 degrees and 50 meters and about 100 meters and the 50 meters in the killing zone, 100 meters and the most moderately effective dangerous in the 250 meters weapon. Stray dangers out of 250 meters from the weapon. The fragments from the secondary missiles and weapon and keep out of here the 16 millimeter range. Major assembly. The major assemblies of M18A1 Claymore may be mine described as below. Firing unit. The firing unit outer surface is covered by the rectangular olive drab molded by the cable. The fiberglass filtered to polystyrene plastic and front portion of the case of the fragment face of the containing steel spheres embedded with the plastic matrix. The back portion of the case behind the matrix contains a layer of explosive 1.5 pounds of the composition of C4 detonator with the also shipping this plunging primary adapter. The two detonators were located on top of the mine, allows a single and dual priming. The wheels are sealed with the plug ending shipping plug and the primary diameter to prevent entry for the foreign materials into the detonator. The slot ends of the shipping plug of the primary adapter is used to help electronic blasting cap in place where the mine is armed. The shipping plug primary adapter is reversed in the mine and to be armed. The peep of the side of the arrows, the molded slit type of the peep arrows allowed, and the type of the mine is used in the mine. Two pairs of the scissor type of the folding legs located in the bottom of the mine, enabled and placed on the ground. The mine can be also tied to the posts and trees, etc.